Do you ever go to a liquor store and have no clue what you're going to buy? Or maybe you go to a liquor store and you see prices like this. Well, I'm here to help. I got 5 whiskeys today, all 75 bucks and under, to make it easier for you to know what you should get that I think are good and great values at that price point. So sit back and relax and listen to the 2 scotches, 2 bourbons, and 1 rye I got for you today. First scotch today is from the region of Highland from the distillery of Glenglassaugh. It is the Glenglassaugh Sandon, a no-age statement scotch coming in at 50.5% alcohol. This should be around $70, and I tell you, this is one of the most standard Highland scotches when it comes to the flavor profile. Very grain forward, nice raisins, some tropical fruits there, a little bit of brine influence. This is a really solid bottle, and it's very light. Even though it's over 100 proof, it does not drink that way. A little medium bodied, a nice little finish, a really nice, easy sipper here. And at $70, can you really go wrong with this? I think not. I don't think this bottle needs an introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I probably included it in a video like this before, but who cares? Laphroaig 10, the best 10-year scotch that's going to be sub $60. Laphroaig, everybody knows the name. They are so good. Around 45 ppm for Laphroaig 10, and at my store, I can grab it for like $53. If you see it for $60, $65, that's the max I would pay, but it's still a good deal because this thing is such a good drinker. It's not super ashy like you would get from the Ardbeg or a Lagavulin. There's a lot of nice fruit undertones with this. You know, the leather, the oak, and all that stuff. But the peat here is a little more of a savory peat that I want to say. I get a lot of nice bacon and salt and meat fats with it on top of those extra like fruit notes. It is very good. And you can find it literally everywhere. No searching for this guy. This guy is in most stores, if not every single store that I've ever been to. All right, first bourbon, probably the best valued cask strength bourbon there is right now in my opinion. This is Green River Single Barrel Cask Strength. 64.6% alcohol, this one's called Bring the Heat. I would pick this bourbon right now at its price point over most of the allocated bottles that are unicorns. Better than Blanton's, better than most of the Wellers, and very high proof for more flavor. Now I got this in Kentucky and it was $55. My goodness. And in fact, the full proof I also have over there is $45 or $50. Just the price points here for this distillery is so good. And because they're single barrels, you can keep buying them and keep experimenting which ones you like the most. And they always have fun little names here. Again, this one's Bring the Heat. Green River is a resurrected distillery, and I'm glad they did because this is right now, at least for me, one of the best value products out there, and it's across all their ranges. The bourbons, the wheated bourbons, the ryes are all sub 40. So if you don't want to go and grab a single barrel cask strength, anything else is going to be just awesome because sub 40 bucks is fantastic. Oh yeah, we're bringing in Jack Daniel's. This is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. This is their Tennessee whiskey. This one comes in at 67.15% alcohol, and it should be around that $70 to $80 mark. It shouldn't be 80, but you might get a little bit of a markup. But I got mine at a Costco for $55. Again, like I'll always say, do not see Jack Daniel's and say, oh, it's bad. They make really good craft products. This one is no exception. This is one of their high rye mash bills, and man, so much chocolate, so much depth, so much fruit character. You get that nice banana, that pecan, like bread stuff going on with them. They are so good. And if you're a proof snob like I am, you can never be upset with what you find on the shelves here because this one being 134 proof is just so good. And they also do it in ryes. I have a rye back up behind me and I killed one earlier. The one behind me is 68% alcohol, so full of flavor. And that one should be around the same price point. Do not pay over $100 for these products. They're not allocated and they shouldn't be hard to find these days. But again, they're all single barrels, so you can do experiment with some fun stuff. Not every barrel is going to taste the same, so if you like being a big fat nerd about whiskey like me, you can compare barrels, get a couple, and if you get 2 of these, it's like 120 bucks. I mean, that's awesome. That's lower than a lot of these allocated things, and this thing is such full of flavor. It is so good. I highly recommend you get a single barrel proof product from Jack Daniel's, whether it's the rye or this whiskey, because you cannot go wrong with either. And last but not least, we have Old Ezra 7 Rye from Lux Row Distilleries. This is a blend of ryes with 95% rye mash bills and 51% rye mash bills. Obviously, aged 7 years. This thing is a very nice, full-flavored rye. A nice combination of sweet and savory, which I really enjoy for my ryes. It's why I like the Jack Daniel's up there still. It's still my favorite rye. This one's actually close second now. This beats out the Old Carter, and the Old Carter, again, was $240. This thing comes in around 70, 75 bucks. I just got this gifted to me for my birthday, so thank you, dude. But I think it's around $75. But again, a lot of fruit, a lot of viscosity, a lot of nice pepper pops. It digs itself into your tongue, which I really enjoy about my ryes, especially in the winter. Lux Row is a great distillery in Kentucky. I talked really highly about them in my video up here. I cannot say enough good things about Lux Row. Make sure you go out there and grab an Old Ezra because my goodness, this foolproof guy at 114 proof is delicious. Okay, well there's 5 whiskeys, 75 bucks and under that I think are very, very good, especially for those price points. Do not think you have to spend a lot of money to get a good whiskey. Those allocated things might sound great, but usually they're a big letdown, especially if you see a Weller Special Reserve for 100 bucks. Do not do that. All of these are better because you can find them, they're not expensive, and they're just full of flavor and they're made very well. So as always, like this, give it a like. Not subscribed yet, make sure you do so. One of the best ways to support me. If you like these whiskey price videos, let me know, comment down below. Or if you want to see a different price bracket for whiskeys, whether it's 100 bucks, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, whatever, I'm curious. What price ranges do you guys want to see? As always, see you guys next time.